everyone here, especially in the center in Zurich and also online. My name is Ursula and I'm part of the team here in the Brahma Kumaris Center. And I'm very happy and glad to introduce Prashant Kakodai. He's a very deep thinker, and he's especially interested in health, spirituality, and emotions and the psyche. He wrote many books about these topics and traveled around the world giving lectures, seminars, retreats. And he is on the spiritual journey more than 30 years, probably not. And he's especially a very humble and very nice person. I traveled with him once from Ahmedabad to Mount Abu in the taxi, and it was a very easy journey with some conversation and a lot of silence. And then I was thinking, wow, this is a real yogi. And today he will speak about the magic power of the mind. And he's very special how he illustrates his talks. And I'm very happy to listen to you now. And you can also write your questions into the chat, and you can also then you said also during the talk we can ask. It will be interactive. So over to you. Prashant, bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Ursula, and thank you to S for inviting and for this opportunity to be here. Yeah, subject of mind is such a central subject for everyone, all of us. May I ask, what is our need? Why do we want to know about mind? Why are we here? What would you say? One simple answer, we want to be happy. That is the need of each and everyone on the planet. And nothing wrong with that. But real problem there is people are trying to achieve so much. They are progress in the name of progress. They want more and they want a position. So everyone is trying to be happy, they're working hard. But studies show that regardless of what you try, the feeling of unfulfillment, that continues. No one feels fulfilled. Everyone trying to have the feeling of fulfillment. This is all over the world. Is it like that in Zurich? Or always happy? This is described nicely in one story with Socrates. Once one young man comes to Socrates and asks him, should I get married? And Socrates thinks for a while and says, truly it doesn't matter because you will suffer in either case. And that describes our mindset towards life, regardless of our achievements and attainments. mind is going in different direction. You may want to suggest, there's someone at the back, she can't see, if you can adjust the chairs. Whatever, yeah. but also, it is okay, just adjusting. You're okay with that? No? So here, we are trying to know the mind and magic of the mind and the healing of the power of the mind. We'll try and see the details. Just a little paradox in this. We are experiencing our mind 24 hours. We can run away from everything else, but mind we cannot run away from. It is so central to us. But our studies don't give too much attention to the mind. If you're in your university, check if there are any subjects people can learn about mind and what is happening in the mind. Even in the medical training, if you are doing a medical course, if you are spending 7 years to get your graduation, you spend 2 weeks in a department where there is some discussion on the mind. When they are going to spend their lives, and 1/3 of the patients are there because of the mind-connected problems directly. And they spend 2 weeks out of 7 years. And one time I was talking about saying something like this in a gathering of doctors. And one doctor said, I don't remember those 2 weeks. So this is with the doctors. So if it is with doctors, spend 2 weeks in mind. If you are studying law or if you are studying computers, what is the chance of you knowing about mind? So 2 areas. Our aim is to make it very simple. 2 subjects we have to pay attention to and we aim to cover today. One is what is happening in the mind. And the second is who is using the mind. What is happening at the level of the who, both these areas. And we should be able to work it out ourselves by the end. If not, feel free to ask also. Anyone want to add anything, say anything? As was said, it is interactive. I would like it to be interactive. To know this, both what and who, we first need to understand our life. And we will have a little discussion to know about life. And I hope online also you will be able to see some of the sketches that we will be drawing. And to get this who and what properly, we need to see the big map. In fact, seeing the big map, within that are answers to all the riddles of this world. Worth writing this down. These are big things. All the riddles of this world, including the national, international riddles, personal riddles, if we want to answer them, we need to see the bigger map. The problems come because we are not seeing the bigger map. So here, some attempt to see the big map. And if we see the big map, the whole physical world will appear small. Yeah, hello, please. Welcome. Hi. Good time. We are just starting. So here, what we are showing here, this is a representation of the entire world that exists. It is represented by this image of a box. And one question to you. What is happening in this box? And I will repeat. This box represents this world that exists. So our country is within this box. Everyone that you know is in that box. Everything that you know is in that box. Tell me one word that describes what is happening inside here. Say it again.
A mess.
Yeah, a mess.
Chaos.
Okay, chaos. Yeah, that's true. Even in perfect world, what happens in this box?
Interaction.
Interaction, yes. Communication, yeah, that's nice. Now, there's some words that are relevant for us. Unpredictable. Such is the nature of it. We truly don't know what is to happen to this planet next minute, or what is to happen to the election results. Things are, what is going to happen to this body, we really don't know. Such is the nature of this world. Second to second, it is unpredictable. To us, someone may know more about it, but to us it is largely unpredictable. Another nature of it, everything there has a beginning and an end. Everything has an end there. This is going to end, this is going to end, this is going to... Nothing is eternal within this box. By itself is not a problem. Someone is unpredictable, it is not a problem as long as he is there and I'm here. When does it become a problem? If some person, say Mr. Smith, is unpredictable, when does it become your problem? Normally it is not a problem. So there are many people on this planet, they are unpredictable. When does it become a problem? In interaction, I can interact with them, somehow I can speak to him, someone who is unpredictable. I can
Reaction.
say, Reaction. Yeah. Any other? Expectation.
Yeah, expectation as well.
Any kind of dependency. Expectation is also one form of dependency. But any form of dependency you create, then you become, the victim. Whatever happens there will affect you. It becomes your problem. So here is this word. We use the word bondage to this. Something is unpredictable. I tie myself to it. Then it becomes my problem. So it becomes a bondage. So one way to tie is to say that is mine. Say this cushion there, let us say, is unpredictable. It may disappear. And I say it is mine, then it becomes my problem. So to create desire, create expectation, to claim things. Any of you got any bondages in this world, in this box? Any expectations here? Any claim of mine in this box?
Lots of expectation.
Lots of expectation. Yes.
That's why we are here.
That's right. Yeah. So expectations and bondages are there. And so at present time, not just expectations, we are in a spiral creating more. And in the name of progress or any form, we are going further in that direction, more bondages. For example, this spiral I'll explain. So I come here, I'm here just for few hours, agree? We all are here for a few hours. But I start to believe that this is my chair. I got my reason, I touched it before any of you, so I got my reason, this is mine. What emotion comes? The moment I put the label mine to this, what emotion comes? The emotion comes that I am going to lose it. I'm feeling a little bit worried about. losing at some point. And so my clever answer to this is I start to build a fence around this, I insure this, I keep a guard, but then I come with another clever answer. If I have one more chair, that will be a good backup. Yeah, so now I got two. Problem solved. Now I will lose two. So I got, and I'm going to have another one. So this is what the spiral is. You feel you need more, and there is no end to this. You continue going in this direction, and create bondages and bondages. This life, creating bondages in this, in an unpredictable world, deep inside is your constant insecurity. All of this is happening in the mind. Mind is, the moment you create first bondage, you are feeling insecure. And once you are insecure, it brings all of your other complications. We said at the beginning that all riddles of the world, the answer to it is see the bigger map. If we see the small map, here because we are seeing the big map, we can see clearly that it is unpredictable. Such is the nature of this. Ordinarily, we are so lost in it, we don't even question what we are trying to achieve. So that insecurity comes, and when insecurity is there, we don't like to feel insecure. All the social problems of the society, its origin is insecurity. Say there is addiction, that is one big problem of the society. Its root is insecurity. Violence, big wars are happening. Ask them, these people who are fighting. The cause is insecurity. That's why they are fighting. But same at any level, insecurity is the cause. Mental health problems, origin is insecurity. All problems, behind. But once you are in this space of insecurity, deep inside, we have a mentality of a victim. When you are in this bondage, you feel you are potentially a victim. I create my first claim that this is mine, and then I become a victim. You can break this, you can criticize this, I feel, poor me. You can put a stain on this, spoil this, poor me. Understand, no? Now, is it possible, a big question for you, is it possible to be in this world, to be involved with everything, to be involved with your work, people, money, and gold, you are involved with everything here, and not create any bondage? Is it possible? Zero, not less bondage. Is it possible to have zero bondage but be involved here? Who feels it is impossible?
Because they have to take responsibility.
To get responsibility. Yes, they are taking responsibility also, but zero bondage. Is it possible?
If I am unattached.
Attached.
If I am unattached.
Unattached. So it is possible. Yeah.
I think so.
Who feels it is impossible to be taking responsibility, to be with people, family, children, dog, and no bondage?
I mean, it's not impossible, it is very hard.
It is hard. Okay.
I think none of in this room are ready for it.
Okay, sure. Now let us see how it is possible first. And for that, let us take the example of this place right now. we are here in this room and we are involved with many things. At least you are involved with the chairs. You are sitting on it, so I am using so many things here. But you will say there is a zero bondage. If there is an announcement, we are moving to another room, not here, because you are equally free. I am free. Understand, no? So there are no expectations and no claims. You are internally free. What helps you remain free?
And we are detached.
Detached. Why?
So we are not catched on whatever comes in front of us.
Good, good. And a deeper reason behind is you know you are a guest. That is all. You are aware that you are a guest. You are very much involved. Guest is a very nice word for this. Guest is very much involved, but at the same time he remains free. He's light about things. He's using things, but at the same time he's free. Uniqueness of the guest is he is aware of the exit. That is what makes him a guest. Exit is very clear. I'm going to leave this place. In 1 hour, 2 hours, we are going to go. So it appears very strange to go in this direction. But if he doesn't see the exit, doesn't see himself as a guest, it is possible he might go in this direction. We said at the beginning, see the bigger map. If you see the bigger map, there are different answers. We see things differently. Guest sees the bigger map. For him, he knows the exit, and that's why he doesn't claim things. Okay, 1 hour we are guests here. Are we guests on this planet? Anyone has got plans to stay? If you are not making those big plans, then we are guests. And we have guaranteed exit. And it's the good news. All that is happening, we are just seeing the bigger map, that's all. And you are realizing that there is a journey and we got to exit. And we don't go in this direction. And if we don't go in this direction, then something nice happens. You find yourself secure. You have nothing to lose. This whole thing can't harm you. No one can, you're not going to lose anything. You are involved, but just like here, you are happy to come, happy to go, and you are not thinking, you are not a victim inside. You don't feel. And when this feeling of victim is removed, something, it is not just neutral, our mind gets in the positive mode. It becomes noble mind if the victim is removed. All this happening in the mind. Can you give me an example of this? Noble mind, how the things change. Instead of the victim, it becomes noble. Can you give an example of this? I'll give an example. Who enjoys your city the most? Local people or tourists? Who enjoys any place? Local people or tourists? Tourists. Why? Yeah, that is the only reason. And the local people have gone in this direction to some level. They think this is mine, at least, this is my area, my house. They've gone in that direction. And with that comes a small level, but there is a feeling, I can be loser, something can change, something can break. There is a victim there. Whereas tourists, they are in this space, they see themselves, passing through, and they are not the victims. As a result, they find everything is so wonderful, every moment is great. They take photographs. Local people don't take photographs. They go past it. Yeah, same thing happens here. When you come in that space, if you see yourself guest on this planet, you will find you are in that space that is secure, and you don't own a single atom here. We can play with this, this the mindset. You don't own anything. If you are a guest on this planet, if you were to own, you should be able to take it with you. Not even the body belongs to you. Such is the attitude of one who is in this space. And then when you are secure, it brings out the best in you. One who is secure. Your dog, make him happy. He wants to play with you. Make him secure. He wants to play. Make him insecure. He will come to bark. Agree? What happens with human beings? You make them insecure. Make them secure, you bring out the best in them. That is like law. And same thing applies to ourselves. You make yourselves insecure, you bring out the worst. And you have to experience it. This is our first responsibility. Now we can also make ourselves completely secure. And the formula is here. See the perspective very differently. Come in that space and being the guest. One who is spiritually intelligent, he sees himself as a traveler. Understand? Passing through traveler. Many things he is observing, but he is not from here. One who is spiritually intelligent, he sees himself as an invisible traveler. Because all the atoms and all, he can't take one atom with him. So he cannot describe himself by the matter. But he is an invisible traveler associated with lots of wonderful things. They are nice, but not mine. He doesn't get deceived by this. Just like we are here right now, and it is nice. Everything is so nice. I don't want to take them with me. Say there is mountains and there are, beautiful lakes. All very nice, and appreciate. But next scene is also nice, for him, one who is traveler. Same thing here. You come in this space, and it doesn't take long. It is like the understanding. We have the option. It is our mind, and we can play with this attitude even for 1 minute. Invisible traveler who is passing through this, and for him this is like a gift. Every moment is a gift. In the next moment, another different scene comes, different colors, different weather, different scene. But he is never harmed by this. And as we said, when that secure feeling comes, only then person can be happy. When you are secure, there is peace. When you are secure, you can love. All their higher qualities, they emerge when you are secure. One question: why do we love children more? Say there was some child, sometimes you see little children, and the moment you see them, there is feeling of love. Why? And there are adults also. Why do children get more love than adults?
Because they do not identify with what they do.
That's nice. Yes.
They are free.
They are free. So if someone is free, why do we love them more?
They are like pure souls.
Pure. So if someone is very pure, why do I love him more?
the kind of positivity from them.
Positive, yes.
We have less expectations from the behavior from children.
Yes, that's true. And another factor in this, they make you feel secure. This is going on subconsciously. Another adult can be even your friend, makes your ego feel insecure because they make some judgment. They got some clever discrimination, they make some judgment. And it may be completely right judgment, but ego doesn't like it. Agree? They see my weaknesses, other adults, ego doesn't like it. And other adults, they are competing with me for something. Can be here even, some seat I like more and someone else might sit. They are competing with me in my life. And that is not a very good news for my ego. So love becomes less. Child is not making any judgment, not seeing my weaknesses, not competing. I feel very secure. And body is also safe with a child. Feel very safe, lots of love. One person said to me, but the children of these days, they don't make me feel insecure, he said. I said, in that case, keep a puppy. Feel very secure, very respected. So this is the way we are operating right now, that as we go in this direction, make ourselves more insecure. And then other things come when you feel secure. Your mind is experiencing other things. Same world is the same, but you are seeing things differently. And given that at present everyone is going in this direction, we have the option, create 1 minute, and during this minute, see yourselves as an invisible traveler. See the perspective of the traveler for 1 minute. And during that minute, you will be going in this direction. You are changing the inner wiring. Understand, no? Your inner programming itself changes. Maybe for a little change. And all habits start somewhere. We have created just this habit of going in this direction. Everyone else is going in that direction. You join that. Here you are understanding that we have an option to see the same world from a different angle. And it is good for you. You find you are completely safe from here. You are free from here. This is changing, and it may disappear. Even that is not your problem, because you are traveler, you are the observer, you have not created any bondage. That's all. We can do this for 1 minute, and you can integrate another minute, regardless of where we are. No one need to say, no, I'm so bad, I am so tired, and I'm having so much ego. No, everyone has the option to introduce this new pattern, new habit, and play with it. We will create that minute now, but do you want to add anything, say anything? Some easy questions first. Yeah.
So what are the 3 letters like H, T, L?
Happiness, peace, love, but also in that space, whether it is contentment, lightness, all the positive things, they are connected to feeling secure. It brings out the best.
I just have a question. Let's say I'm the boss in this room, I'm the king.
Yeah.
The king is secured, right? Because nobody can do anything to him. But he's neither happy nor he's peaceful, and he actually does not have too much love. If he has a lot of love, then he can also be happy and peaceful. So even not being secured and just having love can actually make him feel secure. So it doesn't need to be secure, it can be a lovable person.
Right.
It can be interacting, each of them can.
Yeah. What happens is, right now people feel to be a king means to be secure. That's what people think. And someone else might think if he has got lots of gold, that will make him secure. Or some good position, good job, that will make him secure. Will it make him secure?
The more you have, the more you can lose.
That's right, So what is really happening there? He's looking for security within this insecure box.
Mm-hmm.
Understand, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All this gold is within this, position of the king is within this. It is all unpredictable, king. The whole thing can disappear.
Mm-hmm.
But he still sees it as a secure thing. It will make him secure because he is not seeing the big map.
Mm-hmm.
When you are seeing from the small map, that appears to be the answer. But in the process, they deceive themselves. They get trapped. They create more bondages. And that precisely makes them more insecure. Understand? And then get into this victim. So whether he's king or whether he's a subject, the program is still the same. He has to understand he is the invisible traveler, just associated with that position of the king for a short time. But he is not the king. He is the traveler, an observer, invisible observer. If he does that, then he will be truly secure. And good questions, these are like questions of many others also. I'll tell you one story. Do you like to hear a story?
Yes.
But this is a real story about. And in this case, one boy. We are using the name Danny for this. Now, this boy and his parents had come to another house, some gathering, but we had a discussion also. A host family brought out a toy for this boy to play. The idea is to make him happy. They brought out a toy. And sometime later, I go out to see what is happening with the children. Go to see this boy is crying. Toy is there near him and he's crying. So I asked his mother what happened. Mother is sitting there trying to solve this riddle. And she said he liked the toy, and he told her, "I want to take this home." And mother said, "No, we can't take it home." So he lost the toy now. So he was so upset. He cried, and they went home crying. He did not play with the toy. He got the toy, he liked the toy, he did not play with the toy. He just cried and went home. The whole intention was to make him happy, but he became more unhappy. How did that happen? What went wrong? You understand? No?
Yeah.
So what went wrong? This can happen anywhere. You might see sometimes happening this.
His point of view.
His point of view. He got into this, he liked the toy, it became, my, they want to put a label my to it, and then he lost it, he can't take it with him. So he immediately became this victim. Understand, no? And then toy is in front. This is an absurdity. Toy is in front, but he's crying. Are adults very different to Danny? I am using the name Danny. His real name is something different. but now they are becoming bigger, so don't want to. So are adults very different to Danny? No,
No.
just the toys are different.
The adults have iPhone. When
Yeah,
they
that's
don't get
right.
the iPhone.
iPhone, then there are houses, and there can be the people. They are into different, but they are seeing the small map. That is the purpose. When you are seeing the small map, you get caught into this Danny kind of behavior, and then spend life as a victim. The mind is used by the victim. And so outside there are achievements. There may be many toys, and there may be lots of gold, but the mindset is of the victim that just lowers the quality of life, and that is not compulsory. That is the unhealthy mind. In our title today, health. How the healing mind. To make that healthy mind. If we are to create health in the body and health in the society, first the mind has to be healthy. And the victim is not a healthy mind. Understand that? We have the option to change it. Not just say, poor me, and try to fix in a superficial way, in a childlike way. Children try to solve it within that limited understanding. We have to see the map. So, not right now, I might encourage you at some point afterwards to take a photograph of this beautiful sketch, but print it, keep it in your room. Each time you are looking at it, it will remind you of the bigger map, bigger picture. And we need these reminders. Write some of the words that you liked, including the name Danny. We need reminders in this journey. We said upward spiral. We cannot jump. We understood it, we come out of it in 1 second and finished. Somehow it doesn't happen. I need reminders, I need repetition, I need to create these minutes myself. And anyone can do this, and every minute you are creating, you are changing, things are changing. And more you come in this space, that security lead to that emotional stability. You are into this different space. That victim is removed. Many things happen. Mind is not getting caught into those petty things. That is very healthy mind if you are doing this. And you can focus on where you want to focus. There is better concentration and leads to more clarity. This is something which we cannot read. Understand? I can read many things, but to get this deeper grasp of the subject, deeper clarity, we have to put these minutes. It is fun. The whole process is enjoyable because every minute you are playing with it, you are becoming free from the victim. What amazing the freedom! You are discovering that noble yourself. And it will get more refined. Every time you are practicing it, it will get more refined, and it comes with friends. It is not just happiness. Happiness comes with other friends, and you get these different aspects of it. And sometimes this little glimpse, it may start as a little insight into this, just flash of something, but it starts. The process starts. You want to add anything? And on those who are online, they want to say anything or ask anything. And we'll create some practices. I will speak a few words and we can create some time to practice. So right now, we keep the body comfortable. Tell the body to relax. Relax the shoulders and relax the fingers. And for the next few minutes, our attention is on an idea. Meditation is on an idea. And this time the idea is the guest. We all have experience of being a guest. What happens with any guest? The guest knows he doesn't own anything there, and he knows he doesn't lose anything. He immediately experiences the freedom. Guest is more free than anyone else in that place. He knows the freedom of a guest. He experiences the security of a guest, but nothing to lose. He's secure. He experiences the lightness of a guest. We remind ourselves we are guests on this planet. When we see the bigger map, this is what becomes so obvious. We are guests, we have an exit. We see the perspective of this guest on the planet. This guest on the planet, he knows he doesn't own anything on this planet. During this minute, we literally remind ourselves that we, the guest on the planet, doesn't own anything, whether it is land, property, it can be a broken pot, doesn't own anything on this planet. And so he knows he doesn't lose anything. He feels this, got nothing to lose. Guest on the planet, he doesn't own anyone else. During this minute, we come to this feeling. He doesn't own anyone. And so he realizes he doesn't lose anyone. Guest on the planet, he doesn't own a single atom on this planet. And it is a complete liberation. He's got nothing to lose. This guest experiences that complete freedom of a guest. He experiences that security of a guest. And he knows the lightness of a guest. We see this guest in the image of a invisible presence. Invisible traveler, or in the image of a living star. He is the guest on this planet, and he's carefree, he's secure, he's the invisible observer of everything. Thank you. Yeah.
If we are a guest, where is our home? Actually, I'm always only a guest. I mean, not only a guest, to be a guest is wonderful, but I am actually wondering if I have also some home. So that means this earth is not my home.
Yeah.
And where is my home?
Where is my home? Yes. That is very, very necessary. Once we start this question, it takes us, leads us to these other questions and answers. There are answers to it. The spiritual model tells us that this whole physical world is truly a theater. It is a theater, drama, the world a stage. And on this theater, there's action and different things going on. But that is not theater, and the story is not the only world. Invisible traveler, he belongs to the invisible world. happy traveler. He belongs to this true family. That world is different to the story. What we are here experiencing down below is a story. It is different. At this level, everything has a beginning and an end. This world is timeless, no beginning, no end. At this level, there is sound, at least. This is a world of complete silence. In this world, there is constant action, movement, and drama going on. That's why it is a drama. Here, there's complete stillness, no action. Here, there's such a variety of all kinds. We are billions of human beings. They are so different. Not one is like anyone else. This is the world of equality. As was said, this world is unpredictable. This world is secure. That's why it is the home. And here we are believing something is a home, and we are out of it. We claim. That's why this is never the home. This is a foreign world for one who is awake. Spiritually awake to this, he sees this world as a foreign world. Foreign world is not bad. People go on holidays to foreign countries. So to go there is not wrong. But to be confused and to think that that is my world, that is where it is, we go wrong.
Now, if that is the real world, and this is the theater, tomorrow I can end my life to go to the real world. Why should I live in this theater? Is that the right way?
Yeah, we can't easily go back there. It is not that way. The death doesn't mean we will be going back home. And there are other factors. We need to know all the details. So until then, good to stay. But the one who is more important is to be spiritually awake. That effort is required. So when you are spiritually awake, just like right now, I got a home. Giving physical example, we all got some home, and we are here. To come here is not a wrong thing. To stay in the home is not like a compulsory, but to be conscious, have the right attitude here and right attitude at home. That is what is important. So one who is awake is happy, he enjoys to be in the home. He also enjoys to be here. But he approaches this world the right way. He sees it without bondage. Bondage is the only problem. If the problem is not to be in the foreign world, that is not a problem, but a bondage is a problem. So your question, since this is a foreign world and I got a home, what should I be doing? To remove the bondage. Once there is no bondage, this is not giving you sorrow, nor this gives you sorrow. You win the sky, you also win the earth. Understand, no? That is a nice thing to remember. When you are spiritually awake, you win the home, you got your home. You also win this earth. When we are in bondage, we lose this. We lose the sky. We don't even know that we have a home, for example. But we also lose this. We are spending time here as a victim. So we lose both worlds.
It can be that every soul who comes from this world to this world here has a mission, has something to fulfill that I can go before. I have to finish.
Yeah.
This is?
Yeah. We got a task to do.
Yeah.
We got the part to play. But at the same time, there is another, we have to take on this another mission, and that is to come out of that downward spiral. That is like an inner silent mission. Outer part is going on, that is good, but that inner duty is to come out of the bondage, which is sometimes quite tough, because our deep habits of getting into the bondage and creating more bondages. Danny, we are behaving like Danny.
That reminds me something also at the comfort zone, we experience much more when we get and leave the comfort zone.
Yes.
And this could be some kind of comfort zone.
Ordinarily, they are looking into comfort here, in at least our lower consciousness, trying to create some comfort at this level. But because the foundation is wrong, it is like trying to solve our riddles in confusion, trying to solve the riddle with the incomplete picture. That's why you never get an answer, and the world problems are also on the increase. Just to give you a little idea, in the last 60 years, we have got 8 times more prosperity. Many countries, the prosperity is more than 8 times, but we can afford more than 8 times compared to our grandparents. your grandparents were not using WhatsApp and ChatGPT. So now there are many things that are possible. There's no comparison in some respects, but it is good. There is progress. But are we 8 times more happy compared to 60 years ago? Statistics tells us that we are 4 times more depressed, 30 times more violence, and 200 times more teenage addictions, 7 times more cirrhosis of liver, which means people are drinking more. So some medical books, one statement is used: failure of success. To have prosperity is success. All political parties want to achieve more prosperity and to have more technology, more science, more freedom, all this success. But there is a bigger problem, and that is the minds, what to do with these minds of human beings. And one of the big concern in the parents in many countries, many cities, is the future of the children. That is a big concern because problems are 4 times more in a younger age group than older age groups. So what is happening is this downward spiral is not addressed. We are going in that direction, and our answers are trying to solve Danny, trying to find a new toy for Danny, this kind of answers. That is why we said, first thing we may have to do to ourselves and our society is see the bigger map. Within that, there are answers to any of our riddles. I'm making this big statement, there are answers to all our riddles. But even if there are answers to some riddles, that is a good start. In fact, it is all our riddles. Why? Because once you have discovered this, when you see a big map, you discover this, and then you discover the biggest lottery prize that you can ever find. And then this is nice story. When you see story as story, it is a nice, in the story dragon comes, that is also nice. Agree? If you are having Cinderella drama, you need ugly sister also. If there is no ugly sister, then there is no Cinderella part. So here, when you see the big map, you are appreciating the whole drama, every scene of the drama. It is not a problem. You are not a victim.
Sorry, in today's world, we have progressed a lot. That's what you said,
Yeah.
And science has played a big role in the progress. And one of the thing is, 60 years back and today, our longevity is more. People live longer today as compared to our great-grandparents. For example, if somebody had cancer, would immediately leave the body and go to the home, probably. But again, make the journey back because the job was not done.
Yeah.
Because of the longevity and science, if somebody has cancer today, can actually be maybe going downward spiral, but because of science, he will be awakened. Look, I got a new life. Science can then help that person to revisit, and many cancer survivors have done much better post-cancer if science helped them to live longer. So this particular theater house, because of progression, have actually even given a new life for their self-realization, and then maybe they need to do less cycles up and down. Do you think like that?
The full equation, we need to know the full equation. And this journey, upwards journey, it is separate, completely different. and we said the achievements of science, nothing wrong with it, and progress of society, they are all good. But at present, we are in a reverse gear. That is the problem. And when you are in a reverse gear, you give it more power, it takes you further in a wrong direction. You understand? Like, say someone is an addict and you give him 1,000 pounds. It might make him worse. It is a bit like that. So at the moment, the whole society is in a reverse gear, and so the achievements that are happening.
Yeah, but I'm talking about people who got a second life to live. I'm talking about a lot of cancer survivors, a lot of people who have really end stage and they have survived because of medical science progression today. Earlier, insulin was not available. Today, if somebody is type 1 diabetes patient, can live because of, and is grateful for life. So I'm just talking about the survivor class, not about addicts and people who are downward spiral.
No.
Do you think science has actually helped them to the self-realization to an extent?
Self-realization, no. It is a separate. Survival is one thing, and when you are seeing the bigger map, you realize that no one dies. This we are talking about this journey. This dimension is timeless. It is eternal, and everyone is eternal. There are details in our journey here. There are details. If someone dies, what happens to him? We need to know more. But just living a bit longer by itself is not a huge achievement. It did not make him eternal in the body. He lived a little longer. Say someone was here, for 1 hour. He somehow manages to stay here 10 minutes longer. That is not a huge achievement. Understand? No? But if he comes to realize, come out of his blocks and understands the bigger city that exists, and then understands this room, that attainment is more useful attainment. At present, we have gone into this, blocked consciousness where we can't see the bigger map as a society, but as individuals. So they may live longer, but that is not changing their consciousness.
You can only change the consciousness if you have some realization.
Yes, there is another separate kind of effort is required.
Could you lead us into a meditation?
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So in this, we will create 4 steps. Meditation, but it might take 4 minutes, maybe 4 long minutes. First, I'll give the overview of these 4 steps. Step 1 is realization. We are realizing some simple things. We heard that we are immortal. Everyone is immortal. And it is a journey of the invisible traveler, very different to the body. This body is part of this physical world. It is a part of the story here. But the invisible traveler is the invisible soul, and he is immortal. First, we are reminding ourselves things are good. His starting position is secure and never a victim. And he needs nothing from a story. Starting position is this. He is not a victim, he is never a beggar. His natural state is of happiness and peace. Now what is happening, he is so caught in this story world that story world prevents him from experiencing his own world, his truth. So we need to bring him the experience of his world. That experience has power to revive him. Just like one kind of season helps the daffodils to come out, another season and the different flowers come out. In this, you need an environment for the soul to become conscious. It needs an environment. It promotes, it favors him. So that's why step 2, step 3 will be experiencing the sky. I'm using the word sky, but it is our true home, spiritual home. And in that environment, the true self wakes up. So that is step 4. Always we check that our posture is right. Consciously relax the body. We keep the head raised. And we remind that this is the journey of the invisible traveler. It is not a journey of Prashant. Prashant is part of the story. Invisible traveler, he is immortal and he has a home. And he belongs to this great family of souls. His nature is of happiness. We are just reminding, this is not a deep meditation, just a realization. Step 2, we are directing our attention to that supreme sky. Even if we need to close our eyes, that may be practice, but concentration is important. We are directing our attention to that home, supreme home. This is a region beyond. World of light and color. Step 3 is engagement. It is like as if we are in that light and there are no other thoughts. We see this sky in gentle red color. Timeless. Even as we hear the words, mind is experiencing that light and color. Timeless, changeless, endless. In the sky are the living stars. All are immortal. This is the true family. All are immortal, all are secure, all are noble. This environment favors the true self. The invisible observer, he wakes up in this environment. And one who is awake, for him it is normal to be like the presence, to be the invisible presence. It is normal to be immortal. Totally normal to belong to that supreme sky. Totally normal not to need anything from anywhere. Normal to see his complete independence from the story. Understands that truth is immensely beautiful. Truth for everyone is beautiful, is good. As he prepares to continue on his journey in the sky and on earth, he comes as an invisible traveler. he remains immortal and noble. Thank you.
So much, Prashant. Maybe we can ask the ones online if there are questions, or we can ask Matthias.
No questions so far.
Otherwise, I would say buy the ones online and yeah, then we have to do the blessings, and we also want to say that there are books from Prashant Pai available outside, and the programs we do, you get them online. I think all of you have been here already, no? Yeah. So anyway, and yeah, so fascinating, huh? How limited we are in our boxes and how we can be so liberated when we see the bigger picture. Huh? That's really, thank you for that. And so you will get Toli and blessing.
Don't forget to take a photograph
From yeah.
of the beautiful sketches that you saw.
So, bye bye. The ones online.
Maybe Roshan can do the tour.
Yes.
Yes, so let's see.
Roshni?
Okay. I can give the blessing. Or Romina can give blessings. Romina can come.